guys have begged and begged and begged us to do a game room tour, and today we're delivering. This is not only a game room tour, but a snack room tour, and it's a year-long transformation from where this room started and where it is today. Before we take you into the game room, we will show you the snack room. This is the first thing that you see whenever you walk into the game room. Now this is a sick little room full of posters. It even has a Final Fantasy saw up top. First thing you see whenever you come into this room is this amazing kiosk. It is an amiibo kiosk. Right above it we have a bunch of awesome amiibos. This is actually a touch screen if it'll work with me. And then you can hit power spin. It'll pick an amiibo at random. Then it'll pick a game at random. And then the console, obviously that's Wii U, so it's gonna go for all Wii U's. And then it'll show you how that amiibo will be able to be used in that game. Amiibo! We actually got this off of Facebook Marketplace for just a couple $100, and honestly I am so glad that we did because it is such a cool conversation piece. This right here, you will not believe what we traded this for. So originally we had the Xbox Series X mini fridge, which was only $100. The guy that we got this from wanted to trade for the Xbox Series X mini fridge, which honestly is insane. Now there's nothing in it per se, but the reason why we have all of this here is because this is the snack room, guys. We want people to be able to come in, grab a drink, play the Panasonic Q on this adorable little Trinitron. Well, that is if we had any friends, but it's just us, so we don't put any drinks in there. Then on the right, we have this Super Nintendo, World of Nintendo server tower. And what do we have in here, you ask? I'll show you. We have a bunch of sealed games. This is where our sealed collection is / high-end games. As you can see, all these beautiful Pokemons in here. And then all of these bad boys are sealed. Except for this. That's not sealed.
And these are actually resealed.
Yeah, these are all resealed. But everything in here, like, look.
Sealed steel look.
I mean, obviously the game isn't in there because that's not how it works. But you know. If you know, you know. It's gonna be worth money.
So we actually ended up paying, I think...
Get in there. Come on, Conan.
Get out of there, boy.
Get out. So this actually came out of a huge collection buy that we did. The market value on this is around $3,500 and we only paid about $200.
Wow. And this, what's really cool about this piece is it actually came out of a Nintendo headquarters, if you will. So this was actually used in a Nintendo building where they had all their computers up in, and they got thrown out to the trash, and some guy was like, hey, I'll keep this.
And then he sold it to us.
Yeah, and then 20 years later, we got our hands on it. Now, on top of this beautiful server tower, we have a few little statues and inbox systems. So Amy's, one of Amy's favorite game is Assassin's Creed. So we have some statues of Assassin's Creed up here. We got a Dreamcast that's complete in the box. A really cool Cyberpunk statue up here. And then a really, really cool Cyberpunk Xbox One X in the box, complete in the box. We have high hopes for this system to raise in value because of how poorly it performed upon release, and it's one of the coolest designs. So over here on the very end, on the corner, we have our snack station and some just cool little knickknacks, trinkets, whatever you want to call them. We got a little Master Chief Plus. This is one of my favorite items that I own in the entire game room. This is a Modern Warfare 2 GameStop countertop pre-order display. So right in here is this little screen. It needs new batteries. I haven't had time to put it together yet. But it would count down until midnight until this game actually released. Super cool item. We only paid $40 for this. Shout out to Gamer Aimer for hooking us up with a really good deal on this. Eventually I would like to put it somewhere in the game room where it can be like kind of shown off and display it like it should be displayed. But this is probably one of my favorite pieces just because of the history.
Now, all of this used to be completely full of snacks, but in the past 2 weeks, we have decided to eat all of it. Speaking of food, shout out to today's sponsor, Hellofresh. If you're anything like me and have absolutely no idea what to do whenever it comes to spices, HelloFresh is the answer. That's what it told me to do. It told me to brown the butter. So it comes with everything that you'll need except for a few things that you should probably just have on hand, like olive oil, cooking oil, and butter. But they gave me milk. How considerate.
Okay, so first time trying this. Let's try this beef tenderloin with the nice sauce we made. We made a sauce. That was good.
People are gonna roast you in the comments about chewing with your mouth open. We love using HelloFresh because it takes the hassle out of going out and buying groceries, thus saving us more time to focus on our two businesses. I mean, it's fresh produce and meat that gets delivered right to your door.
If you or have kids that are very picky eaters like myself, HelloFresh has over 30 weekly options for you to choose from. If you are interested in using HelloFresh, use our code CFGM65 for 65% off your first order, as well as free shipping. Now that's CFGM in all caps.
Thank you so much, HelloFresh, for sponsoring this portion of the video and feeding us. All right, Corbin, are they ready to see the game room?
Are they ready?
Are they
Comment down below.
Are they worthy of the game room?
Sheesh.
Let's go into the game room.
Wow.
This is our game room. Now I know what you may be thinking. Wow, there's a lot of stuff everywhere. Why are your walls so weird looking? Well, that's because we hate boring. We want everything in this game room to be a slap in your face as soon as you see it. That's why we went with these crazy colors, which coincidentally is our YouTube logo colors. We also wanted this to be a place where we could A, chill out after a long day of working, B, a place where people could come in and look at something and be like, wow, I remember having that as a child. Or having an actual child like one of my nieces come in and being super excited to come in and play on one of these kiosks. This corner right here you may have already seen before during one of our live auctions, and it is also one of the very first things that we built in this game room. I am so stinking proud of this little corner right here. Corbin and I stayed up until, what, 4 a.m. in the morning working on this thing?
4 a.m. in the morning, guys.
It was so much work, but so worth it. And honestly, we had no idea what we were doing whenever we were building this sort of thing. I had to go to Home Depot at least 5 times that day. Over
here we have kind of just some random displays, some statues, some inbox systems. Then down here we have a few cool little, again, it's a lot of knickknacks. We got Wave Race. This, I scored this off eBay. One of the few things in this entire room that we actually bought off eBay. Everything else has been thrifted. This is a Modern Warfare 2 Cliffhanger demo disc, factory sealed. I thought this was super sick. I got this for an absolute steal on eBay. I think like $8. Then we're going over here to this custom-made castle that we got sent. This is Bowser's Castle, custom-made. You can see our little cheap finds, gold mines logo down there on the bottom right. One of the first items somebody ever made for us and actually sent to us. So that was just a really cool item, and plus it looks awesome on the shelf. Then we have the first ever handheld Microvision. So this was made in 1979, first ever handheld before the Game Boys and all that good stuff. It's a blockbuster item, which is really neat. I think we have 8 out of the 10 Microvision games that actually came out. They're all complete in the box, which is I think is just really cool. Amy got me this for my birthday, I think 2 years ago.
I did.
And then again, more Pokemon VHS, Indiana Jones VHS, which obviously, you know, Indiana Jones is the GOAT. With an Indiana Jones cereal box. As you can see, we paid $1.99 at Goodwill. Then moving on to the right side of this big shelf, up top, we have the Holy Grail Pikachu N64 system, complete in the box. Love that, love the colors. This is what rich kids got when they were young. Our small little steelbook collection over here, which then moves right into our massive Wii U collection. I believe we have about 240 or 250 games. The set is 166, but we have a ton of duplicates. So you'll see, like right down here, you'll see a ton of duplicates. We have like 5 Mario Karts, 5 Mario Party 10s. I swear we probably have 20 Pokken tournaments. But yeah, a lot of duplicates. We're slowly getting there to completing the collection. We truly believe this system will go up significantly in value. We have some nice factory sealed stuff. We've got some bangers like that. You all know Devil's Third is the hardest Wii U game to get and the most expensive. That's a factory sealed first print copy. So we were super stoked to add that to the collection. Then some boxed amiibos, which the artwork on these are just amazing to me. I just love the artwork so much. The colors just pop. Animal Crossing is one of the goats on the GameCube, so love it.
Coming over to this Wii U kiosk, honestly, at first, this was the ugliest thing I had ever seen in my life. I absolutely hated this thing. But after putting in some elbow grease and giving it a little bit of TLC, she came out pretty beautiful. And honestly, this is my favorite kiosk now. I absolutely love this thing. Surprisingly, we only paid $100 for this kiosk, and we actually got it from our buddy Jason over at Secret Castle Toy Games. And as you can see right here, we decided to customize it. Oh, and right down there too.
Now, I've always wanted a Pokemon Snap Station, but I haven't found one for a good price yet. So we made this little rinky-dink kiosk station. We got the N64 Pikachu system on top, a cool little Sylvania CRT TV, and then, you know, just the controller. Got this base. This base was already painted this. We did not paint it like this. We got this in a estate sale about a year ago for like $10. And it just so happened to fit our room perfectly. So we decided to utilize it. Just a really cool little chill place to come and play a little Pokemon Snap or whatever N64 game, you know, you desire that we own.
And I don't know why, but on this camera, it's like doing some weird stuff. I promise you in real life, this
crystal clear
right here is not happening whatsoever. It's perfectly clear. Coming over to this area, I love it, but it is just filler space. We actually went about 2 kiosks to fit right here. And again, I do love it because it's Dragon Ball Z, but still, we gotta move this at some point so we can put 2 more kiosks here. Eventually, in this space right here, we will have a Dreamcast kiosk and a PS1 kiosk.
This is my holy grail corner. This is the Xbox 360 kiosk with an MW2 system in there. Obviously, MW2 playing on the TV there. This is the most nostalgic system for me. This is the first system I got the ability to play online with. My 7th and 8th grade summers were just fully spent on this game right here. And I actually have 2 of the retail promo display posters for Modern Warfare 2. I want to get them framed and kind of put them on either side of this wall here. And then eventually, hopefully, we can get an actual Xbox 360 neon display sign to kind of caddy corner in that corner right there. And I think this little corner will be complete. Obviously, this game room is not anywhere near complete. We have a ton of dead space that we want to fill in. But yeah, I'm super excited to start working on this corner and getting it completed.
Now before we move on to the other kiosks, I want to point your attention to the sky. As you can see on the ceiling, we actually have a cloud ceiling. Now this bad boy took forever to make. If you were curious as to what we used, it is literally just neon light strips, pillow stuffing, and Gorilla Glue spray. Now if you are going to use that, make sure you have a window open and a fan going because it is very dangerous. So this, we actually got both the kiosk and the Klonoa 2 game from Jason, aka Secret Castle Toys and Games. Thank you very much, buddy. We paid about $500 for this kiosk, and honestly,
that's a steal.
Yeah, that's a steal, and the game we actually used trade credit to get it.
A PlayStation 2 Semi that we bought like 3 years ago. Yeah.
I love it.
Love it. Moving on over to this beautiful yet slightly rough condition Xbox original kiosk. We actually got this in another collection buyout. I think we only paid $100 for this one as well. Actually, that's what we did. Yeah, we did pay $100 for this. Absolutely insane. Kind of the reason we started collecting these kiosks is because we were getting super lucky with the prices. A kiosk like this, in perfect condition, is upwards of $2,500 to $3,000. So to only pay $100, it is missing some things, but still super cool. And I kind of decked this out in the Halo theme because Halo 2 was just the most iconic game for the Xbox original in my opinion. So up here we got the red and blue Halo plushies, Master Chief helmet, even got this little Mountain Dew Game Fuel Halo edition. And probably the coolest part, or the coolest item on this kiosk, are these rare Halo skateboarding shoes. Super rare, got this where we actually got the kiosk, same collection. I think we paid $50 for these, and the value on them right now is about $350 to $400 used. So super cool to add that to the collection for cheap. The original monitor. Fun fact about these monitors, they actually put a Microsoft logo over top of the original brand of the actual TV. So this very well could be a Sony TV with a Microsoft logo over top of it. You can see the neon lights. One of them does work perfectly fine. The other one, not so much. But again, guys, we got this for so cheap that I was okay with the flaws that came with it. Some more little Halo figures, Halo statues. Really love this piece, and hopefully one day we can fully restore it to its former glory. But until then, that's what we got. Coming over to the Xbox One Kiosk. Amy and I really bonded over this system. That's actually how we first met, was we were playing Xbox Online together. Really love this kiosk. It's not too flashy. It's pretty simple. Has a nice big TV on it. Again, some more Halo Master Chief collectibles. Halo hat, or not Halo, Xbox hat. Just really love how the TV's so big, and you have a dummy console. This Kinect is actually a real Kinect. For those of y'all who don't know, that's a real working Kinect. That is a dummy console. Right now we have it hooked up to our Gears of War Xbox One S because our retail kiosk unit system is not working right now with this kiosk for whatever reason. So we've got to get that fixed. But again, everything in here is a work in progress. We just want to give you all kind of an update and a little preview of what's to come. But yeah, love this kiosk. A lot of good memories on this system. A lot more memories to be made. As you all can see, we have a bunch of banger some are vintage t-shirts up here. Some are just more new, but just really cool designs. We will be doing a little tour of our video game t-shirt collection once we get to this part of the game room.
As you guys can see right up there on that green shelf, that is everything that we got in the Fan Mail Fridays series. Now honestly, we don't really advertise it anymore because we just don't get anything. And if we don't advertise it, no one sends anything.
We don't really have the room either.
We also don't really have the room, but if you would like to send something, P.O. Box is down in the description.
This is the PS3 Blu-ray Kiosk, straight out of a Blockbuster. This thing is massive, probably, what, 7 feet tall, 8 feet tall? I don't know how tall it is. Very tall, very big, very bulky. Love this TV, love the look of it. Love having the Fat Boy in there. Again, has the Blu-ray label down here. Super cool kiosk. This thing was heavy. We had to rebuild it and actually fix a few of the wirings in there to actually get to work and turn on properly. But stoked about how it came out. It's massive though, massive. If you have a small game room, do not recommend you putting this in there because you won't have space to move. Over here on the side of the kiosk, it actually has built-in shelves on each side. So we have just some of our cool VHSs. Stuff we watched as kids, or Terminator, might as well. Flintstones, Dino Riders, just some cool VHS on this side, as well as a Pokemon. What is this? What are these again? Pez? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pokemon Pez set, brand new factory sealed. Pretty neat. Over
here we have the Mountain Dew stand. I actually got this from a Thornton's. I just asked the girl once it was empty. I said, hey, are you doing anything with that little stand? She said no, so I took it home. This was supposed to be originally my little shelf for my collection. It ended up being the throw-all, the catch-all shelf. It does have some games in it, but the majority of this is just random stuff. It has some chargers, phone charger.
There's my MW2 posters I was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah. But yeah, this is kind of just like the catch-all for things that we don't know what to do with, and we're like, yeah, just throw it on here. Yes, so this is actually the one and only kiosk that I found on Facebook Marketplace. I think we have $1,200, $2,000.
We have 2,000 of this.
Oh my gosh, yeah, okay. So
this is our most expensive item in the whole game room.
Yeah, so we have $2,000 into this bad boy. As you can see, it did not come with a Switch, nor did it come with a TV, unlike the majority of these TVs on the kiosks that you just saw. So we decided, instead of putting a TV up on it, why don't we just put a little banner on it for now? Which it works perfectly fine.
And guys, I know you're saying, why don't you all just put a TV up there? We're super thrifty, guys. You all know we're super thrifty. This TV on the Wii U Kiosk was our testing TV that we got for free off Facebook Marketplace about 2 years ago, and just happened to fit perfectly in there. Well, you can kind of see it doesn't fit all the way, but super thrifty, so we don't just want to, spend a bunch of money. Obviously, we can complete this game room in about 3 days if we just went and bought everything retail, but the whole point of it is kind of the journey to completing the game room and doing it for fairly cheap.
Now, I will say, buying this wasn't super thrifty because that was $2,000.
Yeah.
You get the gist.
We bought it from a former GameStop manager. Yep. Mm-hmm. Now, this kiosk is super cool because it has a working Raspberry Pi in here.
I mean, not right now.
Yeah, not right now.
Turned off.
It's not plugged in.
And it's not close enough to a power cord to turn it on.
But yeah, super cool kiosk. Again, the most expensive item in this entire game room was this right here. We paid $2,000 for it. But, I mean, I think it was worth it. We got some random displays.
Worth it.
More amiibos up on here. Nice little Switch sign. We got the Predator down there.
Guys, if you have not watched The Predator, what are you doing with your life? Because it is fantastic. So good. Makes you want to cry. Well, I think it was Aliens versus Predators. That's the one that made me almost cry. As you can see, we kind of stapled or nailed this standee to the door. Now before you say, wow guys, why would you do that? You damaged and devalued it, blah blah blah. First of all, it's ours. Don't judge. Second of all, the bottom of this standee was super damaged and there was absolutely no way that this was going to be standing up on its own, so we decided to just cut off the bottom and stick it up on the wall and make it like a little pop out.
It's a nice little 3D door wall hangy. Again, guys, being super thrifty, repurposing items can go a long way if you know how to do it or just don't care how it looks. Yeah.
And then on the inside of this, not gonna lie, it's a little messy, but that's okay. This is where all of Corbin's video game t-shirts are.
Oh, that's like half of them.
Well, okay, yeah, half of them. So he's got a crap ton of Call of Duty stuff in here, but he's got a bunch of really cool, like look at this. Gears of War 2 with a Lancer on it. Yes, I know what a Lancer is. Who do you think I am? I play video games. Anywho, oh, look at this one. Final Fantasy.
Sick.
She's beautiful. That's actually a very expensive shirt. Okay, before I show you this next part of our game room, let me just say, I know the functionality of this room isn't the best, and no, you probably can't take a shower in there, but does that matter? No, because we have 2 full bathrooms, so.
First of all, how cool is it that we have a bathroom attached to our game room? Yeah,
that's really cool. So, this room is sick. You can take a poo and look at a bunch of nostalgic stuff. That's a great time for me, at least. What about you? Leave it down in the comments.
Alright, at first glance, guys, nothing crazy. Oh, I see a little Doom character. Cool,
yeah,
no big deal.
A little Pokemon up there.
First,
Donkey Kong.
let's take a look in the shower. Again, the shower is not being used. It's more storage. We have the Pirates of the Caribbean TV down there, a bunch of McDonald's displays, extra parts, pieces. Yeah, this shower does not ever get used.
Yeah, guys, if there's a door on something, it's probably gonna be storage. So.
There's a door in our game room.
Yeah, this is storage. Our collectible storage.
Yeah. Now here is the bathroom. You want to talk about it?
This room right here, I'm not gonna lie, it took absolutely forever to do. We have a little poster up there. This guy, I hated painting that, I'm not gonna lie, it sucked. So we have a bunch of awesome collectibles up there. We have a Nintendo and a Super Nintendo. Then right here, this is probably my favorite piece in the entire world. We have the PS2 Berserker controller. So stinking sick. Then we have some fanny packs and this bad boy right here. I actually painted it years ago, but we just got these little stickers. Let me turn this light off real quick so you can see it better. But bam! So we have these wall stickers that we decided to put on the actual painting itself. And honestly, I think that looks really freaking sick. What are your thoughts?
I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah, now eventually I would like to be able to mount a little TV more down here. Have this little NES hooked up to it so that you can poop and play.
Oh, and then we have a little Zelda sword over there.
Yeah.
Link,
But again, this bathroom does not really get used. We don't really ever use it. No one ever showers in there. So we just thought might as well bring the game room into the bathroom.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We use the toilet. But we don't use the shower because we're disgusting and we don't shower. So as you can see, this part's painted, this side's painted, handle's painted, and then look, oh my gosh. Look at it, it's so freaking pretty in here. You can take the best poops. And now for the best part in the entire game room, where we actually sit and play our video games. But bam! Look how gorgeous. We have my TV, Corbin's TV, my Xbox, Corbin's Xbox. We sit side by side and nerd out together. So all of this section right here is my stuff. All of this right here is Corbin's stuff. And then as you can see right down here, we have a little cat bed because we do have 3 cats. So we want them to feel included because they love to come in and sleep while we play our video games.
Believe it or not, we've had all 3 cats sleeping up there on that second shelf at one point.
That is true.
So yeah, the cats love to come in here. They lay on the carpet or the rug down here. They lay up there. But yeah, we absolutely love this spot. I love how it kind of sinks into the wall. And again, we're going to show you all some flashbacks and some clips of what this room used to look like. Because this actually was a garage at one point, turned into a master bedroom, and then turned into our dream game room.
Okay, so over here on my side, we have a bunch of adorable girly amiibos. Then we have this amazing Dragon Ball Z shelf, which Corbin got me these for Christmas. So shout out to Corbin for being the best boyfriend in the world. Down here we have my Klonoa collection, and I absolutely love it because watercolor is my thing, and apparently I have very expensive taste because Klonoa is a very expensive game. I am so close to finishing this Klonoa collection. All I have left is Klonoa 2 for the Game Boy, and yes, I am going for the North American collection. And then down here I have my little Barbie shelf. I absolutely loved Barbie growing up. I watched all the movies, and honestly, I wanted to be Barbie, so I decided to just go ahead and collect all the Barbie games because, I mean, that's the best way to be Barbie, is to play her.
And if you really can't tell that we haven't finished this game room yet, we still don't have outlet covers.
Sorry guys, we suck. Growing up, I absolutely loved stealing my brother's video games as a child because I didn't get my own. The only game that I actually got was, I think, Dogs for the Game Boy. I think that was like the first game that I ever got and the only game that I got. So I decided to go and steal all my brother's DS games and Game Boy games, and that is how I got into Zelda, because I took my older brother's games. Thanks, Jonathan. And then over here we have my little Switch shrine. Absolutely love the Switch. It is such a great system. Have my controller here, have just a few games with the cases, have this little, look at that. Look at it. It's a little Zelda card set. How cute. Love it. Some more amiibos. My little Switch carrying case. And then a sick poster. At the moment, I am currently rocking my Forza Xbox One controller. I absolutely love the coloring on this thing, which makes me curious. What kind of controllers are you guys using? And what consoles? Coming down here, we have this amazing Tiny Tina's Wonderland treasure trove. Now, of course, we are still resellers, so it's gonna be factory sealed. I'm not gonna take it apart. I'm not gonna open it, even though every single bone in my body wants to freaking rip it open and get that unicorn out. But I'm not going to, because I am a responsible girl. That is why. And then my brother Jonathan, the one that I stole all the video games from as a child, got me this Friends Lego set for Christmas. Thank you very much, big bro.
And then there's your little Majora's Mask.
Yes, then we also have this, which someone sent in,
Yep.
I believe.
Now coming on to my side of the game corner, well, this is Amy's as well. This shield, that's her Link. But this is the first time I'll talk about this. An Xbox 360 faceplate and skin. Has the Undertaker on it. When I saw this, I could not leave it on the shelf. So we went ahead and picked that up. Really cool display piece. Then we got a few of our graded games up here. Super Mario Galaxy for the Wii and Zelda Breath of the Wild for the Wii U. Both graded, factory sealed. And then I would prefer to have a Modern Warfare 2 poster right here. So it kind of shows a his and hers vibe. But also it looks really good to kind of match the poster. So I'm not sure which one I should do. Let me know in the comments below if I made a mistake or not. Then down here, I'm a big fan of Pokemon. Grew up playing Pokemon. I grew up playing my brother's hand-me-down, so like I got his old Emerald and all that stuff. So yeah, Pokemon Amiibos. Got a CIB and Minty Pokemon trading card game. Got a really cool little Jigglypuff up there. Again, same setup as Amy's setup over there. Got our Switch shelf. with my controller. Obviously had to snag the Animal Crossing themed Switch, and then some games, mainly Pokemon games is all I own. Then over on this side of the wall, a bunch of Halo action figures, right in the box, just hung them up by the little hang tabs. Really like how they look up there. They just look nice and clean, nice and uniform. Then we got a Gears of War action figure. Down here, these are some of my favorite pieces in the whole game room as well. These are old PS1 memory cards, factory sealed. You got the Lara Croft Tomb Raider, and then you got Goldberg. Just love those memory cards. They're super sick. Again, that's stuff like the rich kids got when they were, young. Then on my little clear shelves, I've got to have a Pokemon shelf. Got a Pokemon Red Rescue Team, some more sealed Switch Pokemon games, some fake knockoff Pokemon games. Then we got, of course, Call of Duty Finest Hour limited edition action figure. Didn't know they made those until I found that. Then my little Godzilla shelf down here. If y'all don't know, this is one of the rarest PS4 games out there. About a $200 game right there. Then some for the Game Boy, SNES, Wii, PS2. Actually, Amy got me that for my birthday, right? I believe.
Something like that.
Well, yeah, we got a Siege. Then down below, we've got a Game Boy Advance in box, Game Boy Advance SP in the box, and Madden 2004 for the Game Boy Advance, CIB and Minty. Michael Vick was an absolute cheat code in this Madden. Also one of my favorite players of all time. Then down here we got a couple CIB N64 and SNES games. Pokemon Snap, of course. GoldenEye, of course, one of the best N64 games of all time. NFL Blitz, Diddy Kong Racing, Shaq Fu, such an underrated game in my opinion. And coming down here, I've got a bunch of our controller boxes with controllers in them. As you can tell, I kind of like collecting the Xbox One controller variants, all different variants they have. I don't have a lot at all, but I really enjoy collecting them and finding them for cheap. Out in the wild. Then we got a GameCube, a black GameCube complete in the box, an Aliens figurine. This Dreamcast is super cool. This was only sold in Japan in Toyota dealerships in Japan. So this is a very uncommon item to find right here. And that box is just so unique, so interesting. I had to pick it up. And then I have another, this is my second one, Minty Modern Warfare 2 limited edition Xbox 360, complete in the box. Absolutely mint condition. Alright, Amy, we do have some questions from our Instagram and YouTube audience. The first question is there anything you overpaid for just because you could not pass up on it?
That would have to go to the Switch Kiosk. It was so sick, and we have wanted one for so long, so we decided just to go ahead and pull the trigger on that bad boy.
And I wouldn't say we really overpaid for it because it does have the working Raspberry Pi, but we definitely could have found one cheaper.
Yeah. But we decided just to go ahead and do that one.
What system is your favorite to collect for?
Ooh, PS1. PS1 has the coolest cover art by far, and they're small and compact, so you can collect more, meaning like you can like stack more and show more than a regular game case.
Cool, that's a good answer. Mine would be the 360, and eventually I would like to get the whole North American set. What was our best find and our best sell?
Best find, meaning like just one item?
Yeah, like our singular best find, I guess.
Probably Action 52 for the NES.
That was also probably our highest individual game sale too, wasn't it? I think we got about $1,200 out of that.
Yeah, so we had bought a fairly large collection, and that game was in it along with Snatcher. Yeah, we got about $1,200 for that. And we paid $1,700 for the entire lot, so that was amazing.
What's your favorite console, and what was your very first video game you played?
My favorite console is the Xbox One, because that's what I play on pretty much every single day. That or the Switch. Very first game that I played? Oh gosh. That's either Dogs, for the Game Boy Advanced, or Cooking Mama for the Wii.
Sheesh.
Guys, I'm 21 years old, alright? What do you expect from me?
My favorite console is definitely the Xbox 360. Just had so many good memories growing up with it. And what was my first video game you played? I think the first video game I ever played was GoldenEye for the N64. It was either GoldenEye or it was Super Mario 64. Both for the N64. That was the first system I ever played. And then I got into the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SP, DS, and so on. But yeah, those are my earliest games I ever played.
All right, Corbin, next question is, what is your favorite part of the game room that you collected yourself?
Favorite part of the game room? I guess my favorite part of the game room would have to be the kiosk. Kiosks are just so hard to find, and the prices that we paid for these kiosks, it's just unreal. Other than the Switch kiosk, every single kiosk in this room we got for an absolute steal. Again, they're just super hard. If you want to find them, you've got to do a lot of digging or get super lucky, kind of like we did. And then even if you do find them, more than likely you're going to pay an arm and a leg for them. That's kind of why we started this new series where we're trading kiosks instead of asking for large sums of money or taking up people's capital, because a lot of people don't have $2,000 to spend on an Xbox One kiosk, so that's why we're trying to trade them. But yeah, kiosks, I love them. They're super rare. They're very unique, and they display great. You can play on them. Yeah, I just love them. All right, Amy, what is your favorite part of the game room that you collected yourself?
Oh, wow. I'm so glad that you asked me that. My favorite part is probably the Barbie stuff. I freaking love Barbie. And you can't tell me that it's dumb because I don't care about your opinion.
Next question is, what's your dream/vision for the game room in the future?
My vision is not this house. My vision for the game room is that everything that you see here, plus more, will be in a basement. We want an entire basement decked out with video games. And then just wall to wall with kiosks and arcades, and yeah, that's it. I just want color everywhere and noise everywhere coming from kiosks and pinball machines.
Sick. I would have to agree with that 100%. I think a basement just fully decked out, lined, just the walls lined with kiosk and displays.
And then along with that, a little movie section where there's like a big old projector screen.
Sick.
I want that.
All right. Next question / demand is, I want to see both your favorite pieces, also your most valuable. We'll just show off our favorite pieces. Want to show off your favorite piece? That cannot be your favorite piece. There's no way.
No, I'm gonna be honest. This movie, so this was a movie, right? This was the most amazing movie that I've ever watched in my entire life. And I'm not gonna lie, the coloring on this was freaking amazing, and I wanted this dress so badly as a child. That and The Princess and the Pauper, I wanted it so bad. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna have to say this.
What I think is so funny is that the shelf above the Barbie shelf, Amy has like over $1,000 worth of Klonoa games. I mean, that PS1 Klonoa right there is like $800 alone.
Yeah.
Over $1,000 in Klonoa games, and she goes down to the shelf below and grabs a $5 Barbie PS2 game.
I mean, if you were to hand me Klonoa versus Barbie, I'm gonna pick Barbie all day.
I think my favorite piece by far is that MW2 pre-order countdown countertop standee.
It's pretty neat.
Super sick piece. Super sick.
Barbie's cooler though.
And this is what I mean by the cats like to come in here and just lay on this carpet under my feet. Typically I'm sitting right there, and he'll just come lay right under my chair, sleep. Usually Mew, our new little kitten, she'll jump up there and sleep with Misty. But yeah, most people would probably be like, no, I don't want my pets in my fancy, nice game room. Our pets are family members, so they're more than welcome. We're not going to exclude them.
And they don't do anything bad. They don't like chew on anything in here.
Yeah.
They don't knock anything over. They just come in, chill.
They do leave fur.
Yes, and that is why you have to vacuum.
Yeah. And again, guys, this game room, we really want to emphasize, this is not some kind of Instagram aesthetic, you know, pleasing on the eye game room. I mean, it is cool. Yeah, it is a cool game room to us, but this is also a game room that we use daily. Yeah. You know, we run our auctions out of this game room. We play in here daily. Amy edits videos in here. We get a lot of work done in this room, as well as enjoy our relaxation time of gaming or whatever. But this game room gets used. This game room is not for taking pictures in and, oh, do you like my game room? Give me 100 likes if you want to see more. No, this is just, you know, this is our area.
Yeah, So if you don't like the color of the walls, shh, I do.
I like them.
Enough said.
I do like them.
I love it in here. It's so freaking chill.
And that cloud ceiling, we can change the colors of the cloud. Right now we have it like in a nice peaceful relaxation state.
Yeah.
But if we want to get our freak on, we turn those clouds red. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding.
Alrighty guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it took a while to get out, but it also took a while to build this game room, and obviously we are still not done with it. We still have a lot of work to put in.
I guess let us know your favorite parts of the game room.
Yep.
Maybe where we can improve. Again, we're not like we're not getting inspiration from anybody else. We're just kind of doing what we like, what we enjoy. So if there's anything that you all really enjoyed, let us know in the comments down below. Anything you learned, let us know in the comments below. Anything we should do, anything that you're amazed about how much we paid, you know, $100 for an Xbox kiosk. It's pretty amazing. Let us know it's amazing. Alrighty guys, and as always,
We'll be chatting.